Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the Midday Live. We're here, man, on a Monday. Midday Live, man. Talking about all the results, talking points, debates, cookings. You know the score, people, man. Big up to everyone locked in. Please hit the like button right now. Do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to everyone's channels. Links are in the description. And yeah, people, as usual, if you have 3 points, raise your hand. Come on.
This feels good.
All right, we're on top. We're on top, man. Hold that you lot down there. I know Daniel top, to be fair, in the league table, but obviously you didn't get your win. You were talking as well, you know what I mean, and you were giving your chest out there, but you know what I mean. It's a mad one, and obviously Jaws. I mean, the less said, the better, man. You know what I mean? It's getting a bit embarrassing out there at Tottenham, man. But we will talk indeed. Don is en route, people. Don't worry, man. Don is having a few technical difficulties, like Caicedo yesterday. You know what I mean? With the little bit of the shin kicker down there. But yeah, man. How we doing, guys? Man, everyone all good?
Good, man. Good. I say, you know what? It's good to see Romf crack a smile, bro. I can't lie. I've not seen this guy smile for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Rom, I like you've been here before. You're smiling a bit too much today. I'm just saying a bit too much. Like.
No, but George, that's the thing. I've not been in a while, so just let me enjoy it, bro. Let me enjoy it, bro. It's nice to win. When your team wins, you just feel better. Everything just seems to feel better. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to get a win.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. But we are going to talk about the main game that everyone was hyping up. Everyone was giving it the large. The amount of previews I watched, and you know what, man? Every preview had a different edge to it, man. You know what I mean? Whether I was on Careful Lewis's channel, Lee Gunners, Dan Potts, like Matisse and Turkish, like everyone was going at each other, man. So it was actually quite good. And you know what, man? I actually enjoyed the game, guys, man. You know what I mean? I actually thought it was an old school battle. A lot of tackles flying in, a lot of moments happening. And you know what, man? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give a lot of credit to Chelsea and Maresca because they could have easily been battered by Arsenal, and Arsenal should have won the game. But fair play to Chelsea. They stood toe to toe. They went one better. They had the better chances for me. And I felt like for me, if anyone was gonna win the game, it was Chelsea. If I'm being truly honest with you, they had the better chances. And you know what? You got to give massive credit to Maresca because, you know, we've talked about his in-game management. We've talked about his, you know, what he did at Old Trafford. But since then, man, he's come leaps and bounds and he's actually done well as Chelsea manager. And like I said, Arsenal came into it with a lot of talk. You know, we're going to smash Chelsea. And they didn't, man. Dan, you must be like, very, very disappointed inside knowing that Chelsea with 10 men for large parts of the game, bro, you didn't do anything, bro. Let's be honest. You had, I think, the last chance where Gyökeres should have maybe headed it, but then I think Timber got it instead, man. You must be thinking, yo, man, 2 points drops, man. You get me? You got to feel like that, surely.
Yeah, bro, it was definitely missed opportunity to pull away. And I know some Arsenal fans are sat there really happy because it's not that bad and it's 5 points clear and all that. They're right, I suppose. Yeah, they're right. But I'm frustrated because I felt like we could have had a great opportunity to pull away. And let's be real, when you go down to 10 men, people can sit there and say it's harder to play against 10 men and stuff like that. But everything was for us there. Like Chelsea were there for the taking with 10 men. Their best player has just been sent off. There's no Cole Palmer. And I thought that it was going to be easier than I expected. I actually thought we'd win the game 2-1. I didn't think it was going to be a 4-0 like some people said. Or, you know, a lot of Arsenal fans were gassing it up saying this is going to be a spanking. But I never see it that way because it never is at Stamford Bridge, right? But I really felt like we could go there and make it difficult for them. And I think what I'm disappointed about, a lot of people will say, like, oh, you know, Arteta this, Arteta that. But actually, I was disappointed more with the team, to be fair, than the manager. I didn't feel like the team come out and turned up. I got to be real. I didn't feel like they wanted it. I felt like the Chelsea players wanted it more. And I felt like the Chelsea players come out and there was something deservedly, if I'm honest with you, even with 10 men. So, yeah, I don't think there was any kind of complaints from me in terms of how the refereed the game. I know he was dishing out yellow cards and stuff, but, you know, they were the one that went down to 10 men. We should have done better. I don't think we really created much, if I'm honest with you, although Sanchez was definitely the goalkeeper that was worked more than Raya. I will say that. So I think you could say Chelsea were good because they didn't lose the game, but I wasn't like, "Poor, this is a top Chelsea side. They're peppering us here." I don't think they did much, really. Obviously, it was like a good fight between both, but felt like it was more of a boxing match, really, than a football game at times, to be honest with you. I don't think we saw many beautiful passage of play, but maybe you guys can tell me different. Maybe I was a bit more emotional watching it, but I didn't look at Chelsea or Arsenal and think that's excellent football. So I feel like both teams, it was more of a rivalry. It was actually more of a fight than what Spurs were going to give us in a proper North London derby. That was more of a rivalry. Let's be honest, that was more of a rivalry. George can scrunch up his face what he wants, but it's true. And if I'm honest with you, I do feel like Chelsea actually came away with
anything you said. I was just, processing things.
Okay.
I think, Dan. Yeah, I think obviously you're involved in the game, so you have like more of a emotional side to your opinion. You is involved, but as a neutral watching it, I've got to say I was very, very impressed with Chelsea, man. Very, very impressed with Chelsea. I thought the way Chelsea managed that game from start to finish was exceptional. Before Caicedo went off, I thought they were playing some fantastic stuff. Caicedo got sent. You started to get on the ball, make things happen, and everyone's thinking, here we go. And then within 5-10 minutes, Chelsea just started getting back on the ball, started making things happen. And to be honest with you, you wouldn't even know they were down to 10 men. I've got to give massive, massive credit to a couple of players as well here, yeah. Reece James's performance yesterday was absolutely outstanding. Fantastic performance. And listen, I'll do this as well, yeah, because I've cooked the guy a lot. But Robert Sanchez yesterday was incredible, mate. His distribution was top class. No, I ain't shameless. I'll be honest. Yeah, his distribution was out.
This LB, top class. Who's this imposter? Who's the real LB?
Wow. Shameless one, bro. No, honestly, the saves he was making I thought were great reaction saves. Diving in on that Gyökeres one, we knew he was going to get hurt big time because Gyökeres is sliding in. He was class, man. And big up to Chelsea, man, because they held in there. And you know what they did, yeah? Not only I thought they played some decent stuff at times, but the maturity, the maturity that Chelsea played with yesterday from quite a young team. In a quite a precious situation, you've just gone down to 10 men. They play with such maturity, man. So, and I agree with Saeed, man. And towards the end, he was actually thinking Chelsea was the one that's going to score the goal, man. So, big up Chelsea. I thought it was. As for Arsenal, it's again one of those Arsenal performances where it's sort of like lacking a spark. You kind of watching it, thinking, right, Chelsea down to 10 men. This is where you dominate and start just peppering the goals, and it's just like you're watching them sometimes, Arsenal, and you sort of like, where's the spark, man? Where's the life in that attack? And it wasn't there. And in the end, I agree, bro. I think it was 2 points dropped for Arsenal yesterday, considering the situation that they were in. So disappointed. I think both sets of fans will probably be disappointed with the result, if I'm being honest.
I think Chelsea will be more proud though. To be fair,
they're cool life, man. Let's just have it right. They're cool life, right? And Potts is saying about, I didn't really see Chelsea peppering us and all of these things. Broski, the goal was coming, because we were getting ourselves in some dangerous situations before that red card. If João Pedro actually let off his foot, right? Twice, not once, twice. That's 2-0 straight away before the red card. The game's completely different.
Yeah, but Don, you can't say that because we could say the same. Sanchez pulled off unbelievable saves. What are we doing here?
You're talking about. You
just said, if he's shot and it went in, it would have been 1-0. If Martin would have shot better, it would have been 1-0. If Marino would have shot better, it would have been 2-0.
Hold on. I never said you never had no shots on goal. You did have shots on goal, and they were very good saves. You said you weren't that impressed. You said you weren't that impressed because Chelsea didn't pepper you. I am coming back and saying to you, the goal was coming. We could feel that goal coming, right? Because we was getting ourselves in dangerous positions in that first half. And like I said, João Pedro, bro, it might not have looked like a clear-cut chance to you, but João Pedro's got to shoot, right? You just let off a shot there, it goes in. Real was stuck in the mud, right? And it happened on 2 different occasions. After that, now you're getting more in the game. Rice is basically playing at centre back. You're getting more of the ball. It's now counter-attacking football. To be honest with you, our attack was shabby. In the final bit of product was shabby, bro. Second half, Neto. I don't know why he's short. He should have passed the ball. Gusto, the cross that he put in. Who else, bro? João Pedro, the header where Raya saved it. We weren't great in the attack. But my point is, Potts, with 11 men, the way that we were cutting through your team, right? the goal was coming, bro. I could feel the goal coming. Yeah, it just needed that.
Are you doing the lottery at the weekend? Are you doing the lottery at the weekend, Don? Because you can see into the future. The numbers are coming, bro. Get the lottery.
You've been don't be silly now. You've watched football long enough. You know when your team's playing well, and you know when the goal is about to come.
I'm not saying we're playing well, right? I'm not saying we're playing well.
Yeah, but you're trying to undermine what I'm saying. You're trying to undermine what I'm saying.
I'm trying to counteract what you're saying, because as much as Chelsea put in a hell of a fight, I didn't look at my goalkeeper going, how the hell is he keeping us at 0-0? Like, what is that?
I've just explained to you what happened, though. I've just explained to you what happened, bro. I've literally just explained it to you.
Your strikers,
yeah, our strikers didn't take the hard chances that they got, and in the second half, again in the final third, we weren't great. And obviously, having one less man, we weren't building the way we was in the first half. It was different. The game changed.
John, do you know, to add on to LB's point, right? I feel like with you lot, fair enough for not losing the game, because when you went to 10 men, I automatically thought Arsenal go and nick this. I genuinely thought that Arsenal will go on and nick this game, because I agree with you. When you both had 11 men, you're the better team. But there's one thing I do want to say about Chelsea, yeah? I still think there's maturing to do, because yes, it's subjective, but the red cards, I know you've not had one in a while, but a red card in the magnitude of this game, it's becoming
a while. It's been like a month from. They've had a lot of red cards this season.
When I say a while, I mean that
they have a little pause, and then they've
had a little that's it. They've had a little pause, right? Yeah. But like these red cards now that are happening in games, and then you'll come on panels and Chelsea fans will be like, if we didn't get this red card, if we didn't get that red card, if we didn't get one against Brighton, we would have won. But when are these ifs gonna stop? When are your players actually gonna become disciplined? So you have 11 men to maybe see out a game, because I actually agree with you, Don. If you had 11 men, you were in the ascendancy. I think you look more threatening. Arsenal looked a bit timid. This is the first time this season I've seen Arsenal look timid and kind of play within themselves. But the minute you got there, for me, the minute you got your man sent off, there was no way you're going to win the game. Yes, you still did well. You went ahead, but Arsenal always going to knock on the door. They were going to grow in confidence.
Yeah, and you're right, bro. Because when we went down to 10 men, even the goal that they got, right, bro, they were getting a lot more space. Because now they threw on Odegaard, they threw on they threw on Odegaard, and that he came on and he was moving the ball quickly. He gives the ball to Saka. Bro, they were barely getting any space with 10 men, let alone with 11 men, because Caicedo would have been there, bro. Reece, we haven't spoken about Reece yet. He was playing the job of 2 players, bro. Yeah. So this is where Caicedo has to learn. You have to use this mistake as experience. You learn from this, because yes, it's a London derby, it's a rivalry, but calm it down a little bit, broski. There was no need for you to dive in like that when he did it, bro. You know what I mean?
Guys, can I say something though? Am I bugging here? But did Arsenal find gaps when it was 11v11? I felt like they were passing nicely through the lines though, 11v11, which makes it even more crazier to think that, and this is why you got to give Chelsea more credit, that when it went to 10 men, Arsenal couldn't find the gaps anymore. But I do believe though, when it was 11v11, Arsenal were finding a few gaps in between the lines, and they were getting at Chelsea.
They didn't have a single shot on goal, bro. They didn't have a single shot on goal.
Passing was decent though in the 11v11.
Point, yeah, because I've realized this goes for a lot of clubs. There's this thing where people think the minute you go down to 10 men, it becomes easier. It actually becomes harder, you know. Yeah. And I know that sounds mad, but if you realize a pattern in the last 2-3 years in the Premier League, a lot of our clubs, and I'm going to speak for the top 6, when a team goes down to 10 men, you think, yeah, we're going to blitz them now. But the team naturally becomes more compact. I feel like that's a lazy narrative to say, because I agree with you, Saeed. I feel like it's weird. When Chelsea had an extra man, I saw Saka was getting a lot of the ball. I know Paqueta did well against him earlier, but he did well against him, put crosses in. But it's like the minute Chelsea went to 10 men, it's like Arsenal found it harder. For me, it wasn't free-flowing. They weren't finding that extra pass. And I've seen it happen to my club. I've seen it happen to City, Spurs, all of us, that when another team has a less player, we find it harder for some reason, when in theory it should be easier, but it doesn't work.
Right, Ron. They were better with 10 than 11 they scored for a start. And they actually looked like they were putting everything on the line for me. I thought their fight was much better than ours, man. They wanted it more than us. And I just think that showed through, man. I don't think Arsenal people are saying it's because of Bayern and Spurs. It's knackered it out of us. But
we had Barcelona.
Not really hearing that. Yeah, man, I'm not really hearing that one either. But I just felt like it was a shame we didn't really go out there and put it on Chelsea. I didn't think we needed to do the way we did. I thought we kind of maybe when it went down to 10, thought this will be all right now. Let's just chill it out. We'll be fine. But you can't do that. I agree with Reece James. He's the best player on the pitch.
You know why you struggled? Exactly. Reece James in the midfield.
Yeah, let's talk about Reece James. What a performance.
It was basically two players, bro. Like, honestly, bro, stop bringing... Listen, I like Timber. I said to Arsenal fans, he will come in and he will be better than Ben White for you lot, right? No cap on that, yeah? But with this Reece and Timber thing, it's like Torreira Kante, broski. There's levels to this, yeah?
That's Reece a bad comparison.
Reece is by himself. Yeah? No. I'm sorry, Saeed.
No, that's a bad comparison. Torreira.
Because they tried to bring Torreira to Kante.
Some Arsenal fans were saying it at the time.
To bring Torreira to
Someone saying it. Someone actually saying it.
It's the same thing now, bro. Timber is not on the same level as Reece. Reece is in a different place to these guys. Timber is put Timber next to Gusto and them man there. You know what I mean? He ain't next to.
Now you're doing too much.
I'm not even capping. Ask any Chelsea fan, bro. Put my man next to Timber and that, bro. When it comes to Reece James, he's by himself. Yeah, quality off the ball. The dribbling on the ball, yeah. Man are telling me, oh, Caicedo lost the battle to Rice, brother. Reece was the best midfield on the pitch for the whole.
He was the best player on the pitch, I thought.
The best player on the pitch, right? All I was seeing Rice doing was picking up the ball from centre back and then just passing it to someone else on the wing. That's it, right?
Yeah, Rice
was everywhere, bro. The way he was zipping the ball. Honestly, I was at the game, yeah, bro. The bridge is tight. Those passes that Reece finds on that tight pitch, bro, are not a joke, yeah. It's not a joke. And I'm telling you, if he was in that position where Gusto got himself in the second half, Saeed, I don't know if you remember when Garnacho tried to flip it to Gusto and he take a touch, yeah? Reece is bringing that down and it's going in. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying, bro? So for me, he was quality. I thought Fofana, listen, this is what I keep telling you, man. Fofana needs to stay fit. If you want to compete, Fofana needs to stay fit. In the air, bro. So good in the air. On the floor. You're talking about trying to find little gaps in that when we had 10 men. The amount of interceptions I saw him winning, bro. The amount of times I'm seeing him in the box defending. Yeah, he was quality. Chalobah was quality. Cucurella didn't have his best game in all honesty, but listen, he dived in so early and got himself.
Why did he not have a good game, Don? Why did
you know what I'm saying, bro? Because he picked up an early booking, bro. He couldn't be as aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Taylor is Anthony, bro. You told me yesterday Saka wasn't even that good. Yeah, so let's.
I didn't think he was. I didn't think he actually was, but he still cooked you, man.
I don't think he was that good either. But end of the day, Cucurella's game is all about being aggressive. Man's on a yellow card from early. It's Anthony Taylor. Any bit of aggressiveness from that guy, he's getting sent off. He's getting sent off. Yeah.
Or is he trolling?
No, well, listen, he's going to get managed, isn't it? He's going to get managed. He won't play that game. He played 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying, bro? So listen, I was happy with our midfield. I was happy with our defense. I was happy with Sanchez, like what LB has said already. For me, it's just that final bit of quality in the final third. It wasn't on, man. It wasn't on. I've seen us play better.
Talk on your boy.
Yamal, it's quaking in
man. Listen, he was getting a bit trigger happy, but you know he didn't play the whole 90, so we didn't get to see a better half from him. You know he didn't have a greatest game.
But John, what we did see is he couldn't register a shot on target. He had three shots where it should at least hit the target. You speak about his shooting. You say his shooting's this and that.
He rushed it. Yeah, bro, he rushed it. Especially that first one. Yeah. That first one, bro, he should have took a touch, brought it down, and just roused it there, bro. You know what I mean? But we move in it. We move, man. I'm just sick and tired of these Arsenal fans thinking that they're levels above and that. They're really not, right? They are really not, bro. You finished 5 points above us last season. Don't come back with the injury excuse, because I can come back and tell you players we had out as well. We had Fofana out most of the season. We had Lavia out most of the season. We didn't have no Jackson. We didn't have no Madueke, right? Having to play Pedro Neto down the middle. Marino came in, did better than Jackson, in fact. Yeah. Then this season, go check all the underlying metrics. It's pretty even, apart from the defensive metrics, broski.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Yeah.
He scored goals as well. Hold on, LB. We score goals as well, right? Yeah. They've got the most goals from different contributors. They've got 11. We've got 10. The major difference there is they've conceded 7. We've conceded 12. Everywhere else, it's neck and neck.
Right, Don.
We're in the league then, Don. We're in the league then.
Well, listen to my question.
Not of our centre-back depth. Not of our centre-back depth.
You're going on here. You're obviously pretty gassed in that, yeah? You're hyping up the performance.
I'm not gassed, LB. I'm disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points.
Right, but you're gassed with the performance and that, and like you're saying it down pots, like everyone's saying this about Arsenal. They're not even that. But did you not need to win that game?
Yes.
Of course, bro. Listen, LB, I came out after. Even now, like I'm getting rattled again because I'm deflated. And that shows me that the team has clearly improved, because a few years ago, I would have taken a draw. I wanted to beat these guys. And I'm looking forward to that game at the Emirates as well, broski. I'm already looking forward to that game. I just need everyone fit. I need everyone fit, bro. I keep saying to people, you will not beat Arsenal.
So do we.
You will not beat Arsenal if you just camp in your half, right? You need to take it to these guys, bro. Yeah. Look, let me just read you man a few things. Let me just read you man a few things.
Before you read, this is what you do quite a bit though. You say if for Chelsea, other clubs have their things that they can pattern on as well. Do you know what I mean?
Far away.
Hey, bring it on, man. Bring it on, man. I'm telling you, Romsey. Yeah, look, Arsenal had just 2 touches in the opposition box in the opening 45 minutes. Yeah, the fewest in the first half of a Prem game for them since December 2021. And don't tell me no BS about us because we had Hincapié and Mosquera. They weren't the problem in this game. These men tell me all the time they start for Chelsea. So now it's, oh yeah, we drew that game because of those 2. I don't want to hear that nonsense, bro. Have you got a good squad or not? Which one is it? Right?
No,
these men are just delusional. These men are delusional. They thought they're going to come to the bridge and just walk over us. They were getting pressed, broski. Yeah? You were getting pressed. You were getting bullied everywhere. All your players are flying everywhere. Madueke got his bandana ass booed. Yeah? Bozo. No, but he came on. He's not even looking fit right now.
I can't lie though.
Fit right now, that guy.
Don's got a point here.
1v1 demon of the Bozo.
Yeah, I thought he liked Madueke. Now he doesn't.
Hey, land your point, bro.
No, what I'm saying is
that was when he had to say it. That was when he had to say it when he played for Chelsea.
I've not seen in terms of Dan. I don't know if you've been showing your chest in that, but there's a lot of Arsenal fans. I've just been talking to troops now. Yeah, Lee Gunner was doing the most. A lot of Arsenal fans were saying that we're gonna go to Chelsea and we're gonna beat them, bro. No, I
didn't think it would be like 3-0.
Yeah, there was a lot of Arsenal fans that were very, very confident going to this game, yeah. And then
that's off the back of those 2 results say. That's what it is. Off the back of smashing Tottenham and beating Bayern Munich. Well, Chelsea been playing well. Look, I get Don's. I would be like Don right now. Like, you know what? I'm happy with it. We didn't lose the game. They're looking very good. We don't want to win. They don't, want to make it difficult. But Chelsea just can't seem to beat bloody Arteta, man. Like, I don't get what it is. He can't beat Arteta. I just don't get why Chelsea can't beat Arteta. He's really not that great. Like, they just can't do it, can they? Like, they try their best and they just can't do it, man. I don't get it. I don't know why. Like, it's been since COVID since they bloody beat us, and then it's Emery since the Stamford Bridge. Like, it's weird. So Don says he can't wait for the Emirates, but man, like, just get your other games over the line first.
I can't wait for the Emirates, bro. You're right. Every time we're about to play Arsenal, something happens, bro. Palmer has not visited the Emirates once. He's been here 3 years now. Yeah. He has not visited the Emirates.
You're not making excuses. Is that not excuses?
You know what I don't get about it?
I want to go there. I want to go there with my team fit, so we can actually challenge
excuses. Though you're making excuses.
You're not making excuses. I'm not making excuses. It's a fact. Palmer wasn't there.
It's an Arsenal player that hadn't played at the Emirates or played at the Stamford Bridge for however many years. You say he's running from Stamford Bridge. He doesn't want the smoke. But now it's they're so lucky that Palmer's not been able to play because there's always
that's just banter though. That's just banter though. Of course he's not running. If Palmer was fit, he'd play.
Yet again. You
one of them he had a cold.
Yeah, he had diarrhea on that. Man had diarrhea on that, bro. I was we had diarrhea, bro. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get. I guarantee this now, though. We'll get to the Emirates, and Arsenal will have players out, and Chelsea will have players out. It's just the way it is.
Yeah,
we had no Saliba and Gabriel. They had no Cole Palmer. It's the way it is. It's frustrating, and I did this against Man City when we had no Partey and they had no Rodri and they had no KDB and we had no Saka. We went to Liverpool this season with no Odegaard, Saka, or Saliba. It happens, man. It's just part of football. It's going to happen again when we play them.
Before we talk about Arsenal for them going forward, are we now saying that Chelsea are an actual Premier League contender now? Has this solidified everyone's opinion now of like they're in the title race, or do we still think, you know what? Like, have they shown enough that they're in the title race? Because
I actually have to say I'm my bad because I didn't think they'll be consistent in the league, but like Don said, they're starting to show a bit more consistency. The Sunderland game kind of deluded people into thinking they were in bad form. They're actually in quite decent form, but Chelsea are a better team than what I initially thought. And I don't think they'll win the league, but they can definitely compete for it. I think you've now seen, and I think there's enough sample size to.
So you think, yes, Roms, come the end of March, going into the last 2 months of the season, you think Chelsea will be sitting there thinking we can win this league?
Yeah, they won't win the league, but I think they'll start to think.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
What makes you say that, LB? What makes you say that?
Yeah.
I just don't think you'll be there. I don't think you've got a good enough squad. I've told you this in the summer.
But what area of our squad?
Your forward line.
So our forward line don't score goals.
Oh,
Yes,
why you
they
do this,
don't.
bro?
You just
Not-
said they missed
We don't-
chances. You complain about missed
no,
chances.
You
That's
just
what
said
it is, though. I'm asking you a question, bro. Do we
I don't
score
think
goals
your
or not?
forward
Yes or no?
line, if you in the Premier League, yeah, with Liam Delap, Garnacho, and Neto, fucking give that guy a statue.
You changed what you know. Hold on, you changed things, right? Like, we're not talking about winning the league. Rom said
we
still
fucking
being up
are
there.
talking about winning
Rom
the league.
said, hold on. The question was about still being up there. You said you don't think we're still going to be up there.
No, I
because
don't think
you
you
just said
will,
because
no.
of our attack. You just said because of our attack.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Our
yeah,
attack.
so
I'd
you
rather have my
complain
attack than
how
your
many
attack right now
chances?
because you're Haaland
No.
FC. You
No,
are
no
Haaland
problems.
FC.
No problems.
Right? You are Haaland FC. I showed you the other day the amount of goal contributions across my team. You can't relate. Yeah, so you need to be careful when you're talking about my attack.
Don,
Wait,
can't
Don,
relate.
you're
Like,
making
what
a
you're
completely
saying.
different
Alright.
point.
Without Haaland, you're
Wait,
cooked.
Don,
Without
Don,
Haaland,
that's a-
you're
you have
cooked.
more goal
Don,
contributions.
that's a bit
around the
ironic.
goal.
They won a game without Haaland scoring.
No, no,
Yes,
because
yeah,
Yeah,
Don,
Leeds, bruv. Well done. Well done.
we
Bare people triple captain
consistently
him as well.
hear
blood.
you complain about
True.
missed chances, but you try to gas up your attack. It's not making sense.
We did.
You missed
What,
these chances.
hold on. What clear cut
you
chances
sat
did
here
we
and
miss
said-
yesterday? We hardly even created yesterday.
You didn't say clear cut. I said missed chances. Listen, Don, bro. Listen.
Our conversion rate is
You
one of the
sit here
highest
and
in the
said,
league.
Westergaard
Our
should
conversion
have
rate.
done this. If João Pedro hit the ball this way, yes, every single game, if the player scores the chances he should be scoring, then you'd probably be top of the league. But that doesn't happen, especially with your
Always not
attack.
been a
Half
problem.
your attackers are not consistent goal scorers. The only goal scorer, true goal scorer you have in your team is Cole Palmer. Away from that, you haven't got a consistent goal scorer in there. That's why you're gonna have attacking problems.
So why have we scored one of the highest goals in the league so far?
You're not answering my
Why
question.
have we
and
got
you're-
one of the
you're
highest
deflecting.
conversion rates in the
You're
league so far,
deflecting.
bro?
Because the rest of the league hasn't been good. Only Arsenal's attack has been good.
That's I was waiting for that one. It always
hasn't been
comes
that good.
around. You know, every single time Chelsea battered
Yes,
teams like Barcelona and PSG, it's always it wasn't.
Why don't
their
you
day.
think you win the
It
league
wasn't
then? Why don't you think you win the league then?
Arsenal weren't on it, right?
Good
I've already
question,
told you
LB. That's
what
a
it
great
is.
Why don't you think you'll win the league then, Don?
I've
What
already
is it?
told you what it is for me. It's
What
our
is it?
centre back depth.
Yeah, centre backs to be
It is
fair.
our centre back depth. That is the major problem right now. Whatever you think of our attack, LB, we create chances and we score goals even without Cole Palmer, broski. Yeah, Palmer hasn't been there basically all season, and we've still been scoring goals. So you can't
They like
trust
You're
You
our
just
attack,
agreed with
our
LB.
attack.
You
For
just
me,
agreed
it's
with
our
LB
centre
though,
back
Don.
depth. That's the problem.
Don, you just agreed with LB then, because LB said your squad's not good enough to go and win the league. You just agreed, right? You just said
I
it's
didn't
not
agree.
good.
I didn't agree with his take about the attack. I agreed about I'm talking about the defense, the centre backs. That's my take. His take is about the attack. I disagree with that.
My take is about your centre backs as well as your attack. I think it's both. But
Okay,
I,
that's
think
fair then.
I do not
Go
see.
for it.
If Maresca has got Chelsea in a title race by the end of March with Garnacho, Delap, Neto, and Kittens,
Let's see what they do in January.
I think that's going to be a mad. Yeah, obviously, but we still are any team, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to sign
Yeah,
Messi,
the thing is though, what makes me laugh about LB? Listen, as much as I would have built our left hand side better than what it's been built like, yeah, our left wingers are contributing better than yours, right? So I don't know why you keep coming to them.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
just
but
them.
it's why
We're not depending on
stop doing
Garnacho.
this. You need
We're
to
not
stop
depending on
doing this,
LB.
brother.
We are not
You're
depending
comparing.
on
Why are you talking about City
Yeah.
for? We're on the
No,
Chelsea
because
section,
it's the
bro.
way you talk about them like they're useless. You talk about them like they're useless, bro.
Is Garnacho and Kittens good enough for Chelsea? Is
No,
Delap good
between
enough
both
to
of
lead the
them,
line for Chelsea?
between both of them, I'm looking
The
at
answer
over
is
15
no.
play there,
The
bro.
answer is no, bro.
Broski, whatever. Listen, hold on, LB. Hold on, LB. The reality is, yeah, we're looking at how everyone's attacks are right now. Arsenal's attack right now is yet to even click like that. They keep saying when we click. It's nearly game week 15 now. Yeah, you are Haaland FC. I don't give a shit what Foden just did.
But
You are
hang on a
Haaland
minute.
FC.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
My team scored the most goals in
Liverpool.
the Premier League. So what we doing here?
Liverpool. Hold on, bro. You're Haaland FC. Liverpool
what?
again.
Barcelona
Isak just
and
scored his
Messi
first
FC.
goal. Isak just scored his first goal in what
Big up,
game week
Isak.
12, game week 13, right?
Mm.
Chelsea are not far
The
from
rest
you with the
will
goal
come.
scored. We are scoring goals right now without our best attacker. Yeah. So why are you not looking at that side of things as well? Why are you not looking at that side of things?
Have I said you don't score goals? My point is, yeah,
It's how sustainable it can it be
over
to
the
rely
course
on
of the
them.
next 5
I think it'll be
months.
sustainable. I think it'll be sustainable
You think
for me,
it's
bro.
going to be
Because we've got
sustainable, yeah? You
multiple
think
goal
it's going to be
contributors.
sustainable to be in a title race come the end of the season with Liam Delap, Garnacho, Gittins, and Pedro
Yeah.
Neto? You think that's sustainable for the next
No,
5 months?
I'm
with
not.
Champions League?
Broski, I'm not looking at our attack right now. Yeah, whether you think you can improve in certain areas, I agree. If you wanna talk about improvements going forward, bro, there's certain man, Quenda and these guys are gonna come in. Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
brought in Ottoman and these sort of guys, right? But we're talking about what's happening this season and what other teams have.
Also, Don, you don't know what Cole Palmer's going to do to elevate your forward line as well. So we have to give
Exactly.
that as well, the benefit of the doubt. If
Exactly,
Cole Palmer comes in, then you might see an upturn in kind of like the form of the attackers, because now they're getting a actual, let's be honest, a brilliant footballer and a playmaker in Cole Palmer. So if he then is the guy that's going to be threading the balls in, you may see an upturn.
Neto scored the same amount of goals he scored last season already. We're not even in January yet.
Yeah,
right. He's already improving his output. You know what I mean? You've got Enzo Fernandez puts up GNA for us. Esteval's already in various competitions been putting up GNA.
Caicedo being out for 3 games is going to be a big blow as well.
Yeah, but that's what we've got Santos. That's why I love our midfield depth. We've got Santos there. Asugo's back in training right now.
We'll see.
So I'm not really worried about that side of things, innit? For me, it's more the cinema.
Where's Lavia? Is he out again?
They said a month, innit? Listen, forget about that.
Who's your next 3 games? Who's your next 3 games, if you know that?
We've got Leeds away. I'm going to be there as well on Wednesday, yeah? Bournemouth.
Hey, come on.
Away. And we have Everton as well, bruv.
Okay. Give me your prediction before I go to Arsenal. Give me your prediction for Leeds. So you say you're winning Leeds, yeah?
Yeah, Leeds, yeah. You're going to see the team rotated. It ain't going to be Fofana starting. Reece won't start. I'll probably say, 3-1 Chelsea?
You're going to rotate
Would it be Tosin and Chalobah?
You have to.
Would it be Tosin and
Chalobah? I think it'll be Badiashile and Tosin.
Why do you have to rotate?
What do you mean, bro? We just played a high-intensive game with one less man. We're going to have to rotate.
So you're going to go to Elland Road and rotate?
Well, yeah,
you're now in the title race.
Yeah, but look what we're rotating with, though. Look what we're rotating with. Palmer could start the game, right? Palmer could start the game. Delap could, start the game. Yeah, like I'm not looking at our team and thinking, it's a bunch of shit. There's good players coming into the team. Santos
not scored a Prem.
I'm happy with Santos.
Yeah.
Delap hasn't been shot, but end of the day, I already told you last week. I think we won't see the best of him until the second half of the season.
Well, if you lose or draw against Leeds because you rotated, don't be calling him moaning, because that's fucking daft.
What, you want us to play the exact same team, bro? Again,
you don't have to rotate wholly.
It won't be holy, bro. You will see guys like probably Garnacho might start. I think Delap will probably start. Maybe even João Pedro. Esteval will probably start the game. Like Palmer will probably come into the team. Palmer will probably start the game. So it's not going to be like wholesale changes. It's just a few positions, innit? Like Reece won't start and Fofana won't start.
Yeah. Okay. Arsenal, you missed Gabriel, you missed Saliba. Definitely, I think your build-up play.
I don't think serious. Is Saliba's injury serious, or is it just that?
Trossard and Saliba, we don't really know, but I'm hearing it's not bad, is what I'm getting at. So Saliba felt sank. They said, nah, let's not bother. And then obviously Trossard felt sank the other night, and they said, nah, he's not going to be available for it. So I think they're like just niggles, which actually is more of a concern. I know it sounds mad because like when you break your leg, that's like unlucky, right? Or an ACL, that's like unlucky. But these little muscle niggles and like they're starting to wind me up, people. And I'm not making excuses, but it is becoming frustrated in terms of how they're getting injured, because injuries are never an excuse until you actually investigate and think, are we doing something to get these guys these little niggle muscle injuries? And that's where I'm at now. So I'm starting to wonder if we're doing something in training. How does man get injured on a Friday for the game on the Sunday? Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, be like getting ready for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's what frustrates me. I know anyone can get injured at any time, but we need to look at that and investigate that because there's so many. But yeah, man, look, I personally, for what it's worth, actually do think Chelsea could be in and around it. And it's not because they're great. It's because everybody else is pretty meh. And I think this could be a few teams that go into this now, because I think Arsenal are still the best, and I'll still rather be in our position. I think we're in a great position. I don't actually think it's damaging to us yesterday. I think it's a bit annoying, but it's not like, oh, that's it, we're done. But I don't look at, I know we're going to get to it, but I don't look at City and Liverpool and go, oh dear, I'm scared of them. And likewise Chelsea yet. So maybe it can change in a few months. January could be massive, but right now I'm all good, man. Yeah.
Brentford, listen, Thiago's on a mad one. You know what I mean?
How good is he, by the way? He looking excellent.
I can't
Brazil
lie.
Got a 9. Brazil got a 9 now. He has to go to the
11 goals, man. 11 goals.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, man. So
in the league.
Yeah,
he's got.
Yeah, bro, man.
Only got 3 less than Haaland, I think. He's got 3 left on that. Less than Haaland.
He keeps getting braces, man. Whenever he scores 1, he scores 2. It's one of those ones. So he's been
building them up in the game. I didn't know it was 11.
Man. He missed a penalty last week as well.
Yeah, he's on 11. He's on 11 goals.
Pick him up. That's good.
A lot of penalties.
The thing is, though, don't you feel like, because I don't know if you guys have watched him, he looks good, but if he played at a bigger club, a lot of his misses would be a bit like highlighted.
Exactly.
So people wouldn't call him such
He missed a 1v1 deals, George. He went through 1-on-1 and just like fucked it up completely.
He's not like the most aesthetically pleasing kind of player as well, man. Like in terms of like, I'll be real. Like, he scored goals and people say, "Oh, I don't rate him." I've watched him, and that's why I said like he looks a bit like clumsy, but he's still scoring goals in it. So you got to give credit to him. Man.
You got to respect it, man.
You got to respect it, man. Yeah. I still don't think he's like amazing player, but fair play to him, man. Like,
how old is he? I feel like he's one of them young players that looks like an old. See, he looks like an old man. You know them young players that look older than they are.
Yeah, 25, 24 actually, 24.
Ross.
Do you know what though? It's also World Cup year. What if he's playing out of his skin and after the World Cup, like he just comes in?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Remind me, did you win at home against Brentford last year? I know you beat them away. That was a good performance as well.
You're so cheap.
Yeah. What's this?
I'm asking. I can't remember. I actually can't remember. Did you win at the Emirates?
You can. You're PhD. I know what you're doing, Don.
I can't remember, bro. Remind me.
I can't actually remember. Can't actually
I swear you do. Wasn't it 2-2 and there was that controversial?
They lost.
Is it 2-2? Was it?
You lost, bruv. Yeah.
I don't remember Arsenal losing to Brentford. I feel like it was a draw.
It was a draw. Because remember, George, the controversial goal, the lines and what.
Yeah, we drew.
It was a draw, innit? It was a draw. Yeah, they drew that game. But I remember away from home, you lot killed them. I can't lie. To be fair, you killed them away from home.
Yeah.
But hey, Coyote, please, bro, do something. Yes, do something with those long throws, man. We need to.
I like it, by the way. Coyote, I like it.
Yeah, we stung you lot with a set piece. I'm hoping that they sting you as well, bruv.
Listen, Saka was I wouldn't say bad, but he wasn't effective enough. Like that assist won't gloss up the game. It's like Bruno. I don't think Bruno had a great game, but he got 2 assists. Like it's one of them ones where he wasn't great. But we're not gonna come in and slag off Saka, man. For like,
Saeed, can I just ask you, man, something? Let me not ask Post because I spoke to him yesterday. Do you man think he cooked cuckoo, bro? Because I don't know if he was watching.
No, I don't think he did. No.
I heard I don't know if this is true, but I might be fake. It was off Twitter, Someone said that was his first assist in a year or something.
Bro.
Yeah, open play. That's not right, that. Surely that's not right.
That is true.
Because he was injured for a little bit, then obviously the break.
Yeah. It's because of his injury, man. That's what it is. Like.
But he came back, though. He came back, didn't he? And you lot was saying how, at the Bernabeu, he did what it did to a crippled up Alaba. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah? And I told you, this guy's been shit for a sec, bro.
It's his first assist in the Premier League in the year, because of his injury.
He's more of a shooter, man. Huh? Do you reckon he's more of
a shooter?
Assist? Like I would say, like if I'm looking at Saka,
do you know what I think's happened? Go on, you know what I think's happened to Saka? Yeah? He's never been the most lightning anyway, but I genuinely believe that grade 2 or 3 hamstring injury has made him lose a yard of pace. And there might be some Arsenal fans in the comments that are going to go mad, but because he's a player that's not pace reliant, let's be honest, Saka for me, his biggest attribute is his IQ. I think he is probably one of the smartest players, if not the smartest player in the league. He rarely uses.
Pardon me? Pardon?
One of. He's got very good IQ. Let's not be disingenuous. He's a very smart player. But what I'm trying to say is,
I think anyone you got in your team.
Not the smartest in the league, though. You say he's the smartest in the league, bro. No,
he is one of the smartest in the league.
One of them, yeah, but the smartest.
Not the. Sorry, maybe not the. I articulated myself wrong, but he's one of the smartest. His IQ's up there. But I think, Potts, you may agree, I think he just lost a yard of pace, and he's never really been pace reliant. But I'm seeing him now not going on that bursting run. Do you know what I mean? I think he's
I think the injury has affected him, and it was always going to, man. But the kid's still doing good things as well. We've not seen the consistency level that I thought we would, but. Look, don't like Saka. Is calm. He hyperventilates.
I just don't overrate Saka.
There's a difference. I'm saying. So that's what it is. We're always going to get that with Don. He's never going to like him. It's calm. I get it. You don't like the player. It's fair, bro.
Why are you lying?
You don't like him, Don. It's fine.
You don't like him. You
don't like him religiously.
You do the same with Rice.
You don't like him. Just admit.
Just admit you don't like him.
Ron just doesn't like Arsenal.
I just think he's a good player, and Rice looked real comfortable in his habitat at centre back yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying, people?
He had to get that one in, but he only did that because of the fact that the centre backs were playing.
A better game than Caicedo, though. I lie. Jeez,
bro. Listen, he did have a better game than his deputy, bro. What did his deputy do to him? Deputy ain't even a natural midfielder.
Caicedo did just for.
Let's move on. Let me get this super chat thing, guys.
We got I'm
saying, bro, these man came to the beef side with 15 man and they got chased out by 10 guys, bro. That's what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but what are you going for the result? Just quickly, Dan. 2-0, 3-0?
Sorry, what game? Sorry, what we did?
Brentford.
I'll go 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Okay.
You think it'll be tight, Potts?
Yeah, tight. I think it will. I think they're a good side, man. I've been quite impressed with Brentford. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
I just realized, Jules. What happened to that guy?
Take it from me, Potts. They're a good side.
I'm never gonna call Booker. I'm never gonna call him Booker this week. This week is Chief Keef. What happened to King Von yesterday, bro? What happened to him? Because he turned up against you, man. But what happened yesterday, bro? What happened to him?
Yeah. No, listen. Let's move on.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
There's not enough time to cook.
Yeah, because you can't. You just come with a hat trick against thingy. But yeah, listen, people, we've got 2.4K in the building, guys. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're on 528 likes, guys. So please hit the like button. Sean says, glad everyone noticed Reece is levels above insane. P23 MSV says Chelsea fans are always talking like they won the game. You had a good day at the office, but it still finished 1-1. If we're not all that, Chelsea better go and win the league or finish above us.
Fair play.
Can we just not say it's a good old derby with a fair result on both sides? Yeah, but then that makes it boring, doesn't it? You know,
exactly.
You know, we don't get there,
right.
Yeah, man. We can all be shameless Chelsea fans acting giddy over this performance. 1-1, what a trophy.
I don't get this narrative, bro. I haven't seen anyone being giddy. I haven't seen a single Chelsea fan being giddy about this. We're deflated, if anything.
Yeah.
George,
why
what are you right now? You're more than giddy.
Hey?
Giddy. I'm annoyed that we drop points. I'm not giddy.
Yeah.
Is this giddy to you? If I'd won, you would have seen a giddy me.
When you talk about the game, you're talking like you're giddy. You're very happy with a lot of things.
I agree.
I just analyzed the game. That's it.
No, it's just done analysis, man. NW 3244 said, Jaws, why are you even speaking? Keep holding your head down. Joke, man, dead club. We're gonna get to him next. Don't worry. Last minute win against Leeds. Calma LB.
There was 10 minutes left.
Sure. We will. You can't press Don. He's prime Zidane today. Listen, Don. Jean Martino. I didn't know. Fair play. First person to rep Jean Martino, man. Chelsea still have to go to St. James Park, Emirates, Etihad, Anfield, Villa Park, and Stadium Light. I can't see them win the league. Man City's
wow, I didn't know that. Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that as well. I can't lie. Why do you add us as well, man? Why do you add us as well, man?
John, you kept that quiet. You kept these games quiet, boy.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, the only place there, go back to that one. The only place really that we crumbled last year. Oh yeah, I mean, we got a red card at St. James's Park, but we look better with 10 men. Etihad, obviously, we crumbled there, I can't lie. Sanchez, howler. Villa Park, Jorgensen, last minute, he dropped it in the back of the net. That could have gone either way. Emirates, it was a shit game.
You lost most of the game.
Put
the L's in the bag, Don. You're explaining all these L's, bro.
I must justify the losses, bro. Like, relax.
I'm saying it was tight margins, bro. We'll go again.
You lost the game.
Do you know what he's going to say about Anfield? Slot even come out after the game and said Chelsea were good, but you lost. You
got it. Tight margins.
That's what we want to hear. Mila Sang, he says, you got to give Mercy credit. Chelsea is not the best, but their setup allows them to create and score goals. That's a good point, Their setup allows them to do a lot. You know what I mean? Right. Next one here says, when he joined, Dan was saying Tosin is a good backup. LB got Doku, Savina, Mamouche as his attack. They ain't better than what we got.
Dan, he meant Don. He meant Don, not
Don. Yeah, sorry.
Don, I was like, well, I didn't say that.
Yeah, Don. Caicedo's one of them brothers that will slide tackle on concrete. Don't stay giddy about his rubbish players. Gusto, Pedro, Neto, Sanchez all belong to Dead Ballers Club. Boy, that's Gusto played well yesterday. I can't lie, we didn't even speak about Gusto's performance. I thought Gusto was excellent today. So
he was excellent, bro. He's gone back to the Gusto I was seeing, when he first came. Right? That's what I'm saying to Pot. These are the sort of guys you need to be comparing Timber to, not Reece.
Yeah, he's better than Timber, 100%. Gusto, 100%.
All these mid performances yesterday.
Timber's dusty, man. Timber's rubbish.
Really.
This is what Pot will do. He likes to confuse people. Yeah.
You're doing too much. Comparing Gusto and Timber, come on, bro. Like he's level.
What are we doing here, bro?
Let's
don't let that season last season
Gusto disappeared for 2 years, brother. Come on.
Yeah. 2 years.
For 2 years, man.
Timber and Reece James are 1 and 2 in the league. I think most people agree.
They are. But Reece James is better.
Yeah, Reece James
anyway,
is the better. Yeah.
Thomas Frank, we must talk. Thomas Frank, we must talk. This is absolutely
Thomas the
mad.
Frank engine, man.
Thomas, man like choo and that. It's crazy. But what I will say is, previous to this game, Fulham haven't won his at Tottenham at their ground, wherever it's Wembley, whether it's, you know what I mean, White Hart Lane, whether it's this new stadium since 2013, I believe. Is that true, George? 2013. You don't know.
That's one of them stats. Why would I track when the last time Fulham beat us at home?
Because
you don't track something like that, do you? Innit? You're just like, you expect to be Fulham.
Yeah,
no, I don't have that stat because I was not before the game. I was not tracking. Oh, when was the last time Fulham beat us? Because I just expected to win. It's like as simple as that.
Okay.
I went into the game with the expectation to win. I think you just have to see our home record, the poor form, the back-to-back losses, which is now back-to-back-to-back. The expectation was to go out there and have a proper performance, and Thomas Frank done everything but that. I think you have to look at him, but you also have to look at the players and just say that it's not at where it needs to be. Thomas Frank's he's on a knife's edge right now. I'll be honest. He's on a knife's edge. Like I'm not Thomas Frank out yet, but don't get me wrong. Like I could very much flip flop in a few days. Like it could be very minor things. Very minor things could change my mind. Because I'll be honest.
I was at with Slot a couple of weeks ago. It's inevitable. It's
no 100%. But like I was always of the mindset that like, bro, give him time until you can no longer get time. Right now, the performances ain't looking good. The team selections ain't good. The lack of identity is a big problem. And you know his tactical adaptability is man's just bending over for everyone now. It's just like, yo, let's just flip-flop each way. Oh, what Fulham play this way, let's change our formation. Liverpool play this way, let's change our formation. And it's too much chop and change to where the players probably are losing a bit of faith in him, saying, do you even know what your best 11 and your best style and best way of playing is? And that's the problem right now, is I feel like Thomas Frank still thinks he's at a Brentford. He still thinks he's at a smaller club where these things are okay. I heard him last week say something like, in a 60-game season, I would expect 10 to 12 perfect performances. At Brentford, yeah. At Spurs, no. That's just not on. So I'll be honest, it's looking very much like Thomas Frank might be out of his depth. And like right now, we are just really, really poor. And I look at the players for a lot of it, but I'm not looking past Thomas Frank because he's doing the team selections. He's consistently choosing to start Richarlison, who is a counterproductive footballer. You play him in the team, you want to build up. He doesn't keep the ball, so you can't build up. The only style and only way we have of attacking is long direct passes or set pieces. That tends to be a fucking throw on that takes about 5 minutes to set up to go to the first man. I'm just a bit bored of it all at the moment. And Thomas Frank is it might be over, buddy, isn't it? Like he's got a big game tomorrow. He got a big game tomorrow. He needs to go out there and again, a win's just not good enough. A performance is need a performance and a win. Newcastle away, he probably won't win.
George, George, this is the weird game, yeah. It'll be so Spurs to get something from this game.
It would be very Spurs to win, but like even with that, like that's what I'm saying.
Other than the Emirates, George, you even say other than the Emirates, their away form is very good. Like they won one game and
even the performance at PSG gave us a little bit of confidence.
Yeah,
but
it was again, can't lie, it was a good performance.
And that's where I'm looking at the game tomorrow. I'm like, we can win. I don't care about the win. I need to see performance.
You're at where I'm at, George.
Yeah, I just need to see performance.
Yeah, the thing is,
forget the results.
What it is, you're meeting a Newcastle team that absolutely dismantled Everton, bro. Yeah, absolutely dismantled them. Yeah, and now they're at home because they just did that away from home. They're looking at Tottenham right now.
Spurs actually did that the other day as well.
You know them ones. What's that game, man? You finish him. Yeah, it's time to just finish Tottenham. Tottenham is like this.
Mortal Kombat.
This is Tottenham right now. It's time for Newcastle to just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a bit of both, though, man. It's a bit of both. I think Thomas Frank is for me. I said it before, yeah. He needs to stop realizing, yo, this ain't Brentford. And I know people will say, oh, but who's Tottenham? But bro, the way he sets up his teams, yeah, he needs to stop doing this. Like he needs to be a bit more kind of like show a bit of risk, man. Like you're at home, bro. Like, do something more. Like, you can do that at Brentford, and they won't kind of cook you for that. But you can't do that at Tottenham. So,
do you think they got the wrong guy, Saeed? Should they got Iriola instead?
You've been saying this for a while.
Iriola's not the right guy either. The Iriola gas is so like.
No,
I don't think you should have got either of them.
Iriola, if you look at him right now, Bournemouth are very up and down. They have some good games, but then they go through spells where
they're managing with a team. Bro, look at his squad, what he's lost.
Yes, you're going to talk about the squad
players.
But the way, no, but it's not even that though. It's the way they play. They're very much a blitz team. They're 2-0 up and they give away leads. They give away goals. They're very high line. I don't want Iriola. I think in the summer, too many people gassed up Thomas Frank for where it was because from a Spurs fan point of view, because we were so over Ange and we hated Ange so much that anyone would have been so much better than Ange. So we were just gassing up. But I think rivals gassed up Thomas Frank to talk about how good of a coach he is. Not everyone has. Say you were doing it. Listen. Doing it. Yo, all of you guys done it. Everyone here on this panel done it.
I think there's listen what I'm saying. Everyone's
I rated him, I'll be honest.
I think a lot of people rated him and a lot of people overrated how good he is.
Yeah. You got to remember, this squad that Spurs have got, you Tottenham fans have overrated a lot of their players. Your attack is absolutely rubbish.
I agree with that.
His attack that he had at Brentford is better than yours. Let's be honest.
It's not. Now
what was
Are
theirs?
you all right?
He had Paqueta and Mbeumo last season. That's it.
And Mbeumo, Luiz, Sade are better than your front three. Don't do this to me.
Again, we're not going to do
yours, it is.
Last year, no. Their front three looked better in the system of Brentford. They're playing against the run of play. Teams are sitting back against them. At Tottenham, you need to just take the level up. So what do you mean they're better? They're not that. They wasn't a.
So what's your best front three then?
They just scored effective goals.
What's theirs? What's your best front three?
Our best front three is Solanke, Kudus, and Kulusevski.
What?
That's
Kulusevski don't play on the left. What are you doing here?
You do know, again, Kulusevski and Kudus can both play off the left and right. They can chop and change.
So where's Xavi Simons?
He's a 10. Bro. Or you can, if you want to throw Xavi in there on the left, you can, whatever. But
okay,
Xavi's here and tell me.
Xavi's not better than Mbeumo. Is he? Or what would you do?
That's not my point, though. But again, the front three I said would be my front three. It would be Solanke, Kudus, and Kulusevski. I think you say they don't play on the left. Kulusevski's a left-footed player. He can definitely play on the left. Like, we're not being stupid now.
Sorry, man.
Kudus is left-footed. Kudus can play on the left.
I'm not giving it to me. I'm not trying to. What Frank is doing right now is absolutely poor. I think for me, he should get cooked. And if he was to get sacked here, if he lost to West Ham, got no excuses. But I also think here, a lot of you Tottenham fans have overrated your attack. But that's besides the point. Are you trying to defend Frank with that point? Because I don't get why you're trying to say, okay, so how much better should Frank be doing then? Because you're sitting here saying Frank should be setting up your team better and making you a bit more play on the front foot. So therefore you would create a bit more chances. That is very, very correct. But I do think, though, the players at his disposal up front here are not good enough.
Oh, you keep saying overrated. Where is overrated? Because I predicted Tottenham to finish 5th or 6th, which is not overrating my attack. My attack is a Europa League / like up maybe a lower Champions League level attack. That's a team. This attack aim for you to get to 5th to 6th. So when you say like the overrated, I don't look at any Spurs fans and say, no Spurs fans says we should have got top 4. No one was aiming saying we should definitely be in the top 4 this season. That would be overrating our attack. To sit here and say we're like 5th to 8th, it's not overrating. The problem right now is that we're nowhere near that.
And want Thomas Frank out then. What is it then?
Because what do you mean? We're nowhere near the level of 5th to 6th. Team at the moment. We're not playing near that level. Our performance is nowhere near that level. We're currently 12th in the table. Yes, one win could push us back into 5th or 6th, but that's just how the Premier League is at this point in the season. But let's be honest, with the performances and the way that it's been playing out, as of recently, it looks very much like we're much more of a 10th to 12th, 13th place team because of the way we're playing, and he's setting us up. He's setting us up to just defend against teams and to stop other teams from scoring rather to find our own solutions. And actually,
we take 8th position right now. If I offered you 8th position,
no, I'm not taking 8th. No, I'm not. Again, anything outside of 6th, I've said it last season, and this is what people think. But 7th to 17th to me is the same shit. I am not taking 7th. I'm not taking 8th.
Do you think he's
9th,
entitled,
10th,
guys? Do you think he's entitled, man? Do you think Tottenham?
You're telling me I'm entitled, but in the most of my life, Saeed, again, 26 years on this earth, Spurs have finished in the top 6 about 18 times. So for you to sit here and tell me that I'm entitled to finish in a position,
I didn't say that.
That's you're trying to say that I'm entitled. When we finished in the top 6 18 out of 25 times that I've watched Tottenham, that's not entitlement.
I'm putting a debate to the people. Are Tottenham entitled to think that they shouldn't finish?
I'll come in on that. I'll come in on that.
I'm just putting the question out there.
I understand why George wants that top 6. I get it. I totally understand why. But I think we've got to be realistic. I don't think their team's better than Newcastle. I don't think their team's better than Villa. I don't think they're better than Liverpool, Arsenal, City, or Chelsea. So they're already out of that top 6, in my opinion, right? Personally. Then you can add Bournemouth, Palace, and Brighton this season, who I think look better than Tottenham. I don't think they'll stay there, but right now Sunderland look better than Tottenham. So I think you just got to be realistic and use the eye test. Tottenham don't have that great of a side. They just don't. Now, I do agree that Thomas Frank has been disappointing, but I just don't look at him and think, how is he not smashing teams with this side? It's so good. I just don't look at it, George, like that. And I understand you got Solanke to come back, but I don't look at Solanke and go, well, there's 15 Premier League goals you're missing. Madison is a very good player, but he's inconsistent due to his injuries. And Kulusevski, to be fair, is one of your better players, in my opinion. But I just don't think, and this isn't because I'm an Arsenal fan. I just look at Tottenham and I'm thinking, they're just all right. They're just a bit average. Like
they're like a mid-table team, aren't they?
They are. They're mid-table side.
They're mid-table side, man.
You know what? I would say off the back of their summer, though, I actually agree with a lot of what you said, Potts, but off the back of their summer, 2 marquee signings in Kudus and Simmons that are supposed to propel them. Paulina, which, let's be honest, he's a very good DMCM, whatever you want to call him. And that back four of Jed Spence, I know recently they've not been performing well, but that back four of Jed Spence, Van der Ven, Romero, and Porro, Vicario, I know he's making stupid soon because what he was doing at the weekend, God knows. But with the signings they've made and the players have to come back, personally, I don't think George is entitled. I know they just finished 17th, but remember, that was all with another manager. And I think with the players that they've bought and the players to come back, if I was a Spurs fan, I'll be vexed if we weren't getting anything outside the top 6. I agree with you, Potts. Do I think they have better teams than that the Villas, the Newcastles? No, but that's the whole point of a manager getting the best out of his squad. Yes, they don't have better teams, but you still need to get into that.
And that's the thing is, Roms, is like, and then people will say Newcastle and Villa are better. Well, if you went player for player, you might think Newcastle have 2 or 3 better players than us. But the squads are at very similar levels. Tottenham, Villa, Man United, and Newcastle, all very similar level squads. Just on their day, on their day, they all give you something.
Yeah, not according to LB.
The biggest difference is the managers. The managers are supposed to create the difference between the gaps of the team.
Yeah.
Villa have a top manager in Unai Emery who makes them a lot better than they are. I don't think their squad is that great, but he's got players like John McGinn looking like some of the best centre mids in the league at points. That's the difference, is he's managing to coach some of these players to perform better than they actually are. I haven't looked at any player this season in the Tottenham team and thought, yeah, Thomas Frank's worked with him and he looks really good. Thomas Frank hasn't done that to anyone. Maybe Van der Ven. Van der Ven, even on the weekend, looked like a player you could say has their potential to be a world class. Like he's really good. But away from him, I don't look at anyone and say Thomas Frank's improved them. That's the problem. He's not coaching enough when we was told he's supposed to come in and be a coach.
Now, do you actually see like Thomas Frank getting sacked, Mandem? Like, or it's one of them where, do you reckon?
It's bad, Saeed. Like when you're actually watching the football, like that first half in that Fulham game, bro. Yeah, I was watching it. It was unbelievable, man. Fulham were just cutting them apart, left, right, and centre, mate. Yeah, and they're conceding goals. It's nasty stuff. Big mistakes, like even the PSG game where they played all right, still held mad goals, giving goals away. Like it's just not looking good, bro. So yeah, I think he's done, man. I think if they get beat tomorrow, I think he's out.
He has to get sacked.
You know what it is? The chat are gonna go mad, but listen to the words I'm saying carefully. Tottenham and Liverpool are in a similar position, but with different objectives, where both managers aren't getting the best out of the squad they have. So we should be aiming for the league, winning the league, where they should be aiming for that top 6. And both of them are basically below par. They're not even on the borderline of meeting their expectations. Both of them aren't getting the most out of the squad, which I think both of them inevitably will be sacked. They should be in and around the top 6, which you're not far off it. I know
4 points off the top 6. So what do you think, Roms, when he was appointed this summer, what do you think the owner or the sporting director, what do you think they said to Frank when he had that meeting at the start saying, you need to finish here? What do you think they're saying to him in the league?
To get Champions League or Europa League minimum. I think that's the first thing they're saying to him.
So what's that?
European football, 6th.
Yeah, European football.
Oh, if it's 6, then they're only 4 points off.
I know.
Yeah, no, but again, LB, that don't make sense because you could say the relegation's only like 8 points off of it. Like we're at this point in the season where you're only 4 points off. It's gonna change a lot. But if the performances don't give you no confidence that we're actually gonna start, the results are gonna start to get better. It won't make no sense to give him time because you can do what you said and say, look. Give him time. Within a month, we could be in the top 6. Fine, but if the performances aren't showing to get better, I can't trust.
I agree.
It's blind faith. Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying. That's why I was echoing it. We're in similar situations with different objectives. That we should be higher up in the league, and they would like to be more in the European places. Do you know what I mean? That's what I meant.
What about then? What about if your performance tomorrow, then, George, is actually pretty good, but you lose the game?
I can't. There's too many losses then. Unless the performance is like really good and we were just like, I don't know, we get unlucky. They score a lucky goal. Then it's all right. Look, we'll give them another game minutes. See how it goes. Yeah, a penalty or something. But like, if the performance is good but still not good enough to win, then that's a problem. Because that's why I look at the game against PSG. I was like, the performance was all right, but we didn't win. So how good was the performance?
George, let me ask you this then. Just got asked Deji this last night. Who do you want? Tottenham have literally tried everything, bro. Like you've tried Pochettino,
but then again,
the project manager. You've tried Conte, the win now manager. You've tried Jose, the CV that impresses. You tried Nuno, the system football. You've tried Ange, we are who we are, mate. And then you're trying. Did you just give it to Teddy Sheringham to the end of the season? Like what's happening here? Like
there's loads of managers out there. Let's be honest. Like, you need to identify a manager that plays a good style of football, works with our principles of promoting young. We've got a lot of young players. So they need to be able to work with the youth. My guy's Professor X. It's always been Professor X, bro. Go bring him in for me, and that's the guy that changes us. But I just don't think he will come to Tottenham right now. We're just not in a great position.
Professor X.
Xavi, bro. What are you on about? I need Xavi with Xavi.
Yeah.
Bro, I need
money
sleeves with Xavi. Xavi with Xavi.
Bro, it sounded like you're describing Maresca. It sounded like you were describing Maresca.
Don't get Michael Carrick, man.
Why can't you not go find your Maresca, man?
He looks right. George, funny. I'm seeing Lampard dominate the championship right now. I'm not going to get no championship managers, bro. That's not my thing.
George, you spun me, bro. I thought you meant Charles.
Wait, hold on.
No, Professor X is Xavi, bro. I wanted him before Frank.
I think what George said just like the man them didn't hear it. He said, I don't want no championship manager or whatever, right? Listen, George. It's time to just accept what you are as a club. Yeah, you're not this big time club who can want to go get the Javies and that. Hold on, Jules. Let me land my point because people are laughing at the whole Maresca thing. Yeah, championship coach. What's he gonna do? Now people look at him completely differently. Yeah, this guy's got 2 trophies. He's building this team. The young players you're talking about, the good style of play you're talking about, right? It's time for you, man, to go on Y Scout. And go find yourself a manager, maybe from the Colombian League, you know what I'm saying? Maybe from the MLS, right? Go find someone who's at your level and they'll be able to cook a look at something because they're used to being around there. Because if you go and get, Glasner, he'll be fighting with your boards the way he's fighting with Palace.
I don't want Glasner. Yeah? I don't want Glasner.
Javi will be fighting with your board.
Let him borrow your wax out.
Broski, I'm telling you, Javi will be fighting with your board as well. It's time for you to just humble yourself and know what you are. You're a joke.
You don't really know much about Spurs.
You're a joke of an institution and you're pathetic, like I told you.
So why would they be beefing our board?
So now it's
why would they beef our board? Why would they beef our board if we changed our board? It's a whole different board.
Go to Felipe Luis.
I'm not. You know what's so funny? We always sit here about these hit managers over in South America. What was his name a couple years ago? Gallardo. What's my man's name? Something Gallardo.
A young and hit manager.
Something Gallardo. I remember everyone talking about how at River Plate he was going crazy. I'm pretty sure he come to Europe and nothing. I don't want none of these hip managers from South America. Go get me someone that's proven in Europe and is one.
You remember Jardim from Monaco? He was another hip manager.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, bro. Like, do you know who actually?
You know where that's from, didn't it?
Yeah.
What's your result, by the way? What's your result, George? What's your result for
tomorrow?
Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. We're late kickoff tomorrow. I don't know. I think we're losing, innit? I'll be honest, but
and that's dark, you know. Someone said
1-1 out there, innit? Just for the sake of it.
1-1. Say no more. Say no more.
Someone said if Xavi saw their midfield options, he might end it all.
Paulinho on the half turn.
Paulinho Bentancur, yo, that's anti-Barcelona. That's
the thing. He would never play Paulinho and Bentancur. Only Frank's the only manager. Bergval's cold. You're laughing, bro. We still not. Do you know what's so funny? Since we've had this argument about Bergval versus Kobe, there's only one player that starts in the Premier League, and one that doesn't. So you should be laughing at your guy.
Take the Zirkzee.
100%.
You're laughing at the best football in the French league at the moment. Like, I watched Marseille the other day. They are cooking.
They got out versus Madrid, man, and they were fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
Cooking.
On to Haaland FC. Haaland FC, man. Haaland FC. Yo, man. You man got lucky, man. I can't lie to you guys, man. I'll be real with you. Like, yo, LB, man, you was nervous. I was watching you on Raw. You were nervous, man. Leeds gave you a game, man. They gave you a game. I can't lie to you. They gave you a game.
Not in the first half. Not in the first half.
You battered them in the first half.
We fucking battered them in the first half, man. Yeah. But we didn't really show that sort of like killer mentality to go and kill them off in that first half. We created a few chances in that, and we played all right. We controlled the game, completely dominated them. But 2-0 up, you're thinking to yourself, go and get that fucking third goal. We can all just chill out. You know what I mean? And talk about Christmas and that. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, we didn't. We only got 2. And, you know, no matter who you're playing in this league, if you're only 2-0 up, bro, it gets sketchy real quick, man. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? We conceded a goal, fucking shit defending. Then fucking Gavardio gives a stupid penalty away. And then we're thinking to ourselves, oh my God, the league's over in 10 minutes. Because that's what I would have been saying. If we would have drawn, probably I would have been saying the league's over if we drawn a game. But luckily Phil Foden, you know what I mean? Big up to him. People been slagging him off. But
man, I can't lie, guys.
He played well, bro. You know what I mean? Got to get it. So it's a bit of an annoying one, man, because like, you got to give credit for Leeds for the fight back, but we created the fight back ourselves.
I know,
It was all of our own doing, man. We had complete utter control.
I agree. I you let them completely go. What was Gavardio doing, by the way? Oh my God,
Gavardio has been poor recently, man. He needs to be dropped, bro. Yeah, but then Gavardio's trying to play the guy offside. I know he's over there, so it was just a calamity of errors, man. And then but in the end, you know, I mean, we got the win, which it sort of reminded me of when Arsenal played Sunderland, and it was just like you've got to win the game, And I was texting Potsy during the game, thinking like, what the fuck are Arsenal doing? And they drew the game. Yeah, because I think City played Liverpool the next day or something. Was that right? Is that right? Yeah. For us, it was kind of similar. It was like we just got to win. And then we just sit back and watch the Arsenal-Chelsea game. So we got the job done, but it's weird, man, because before the international break, we played Liverpool, Bournemouth, and Dortmund, and we fucking played mint in all 3 games. And since we've come back from the international break, we've been pretty shit. So we need to sort it out, man. But I'm feeling pretty good, man, to be honest. Everyone's saying we're absolutely shit and we got no chance. Yet we're only 5 points behind Arsenal, who everyone's glazing. So I'm sort of like happy with where we are, man. I'll be real.
Let me ask you then, LB, because I keep telling you that everyone keeps saying you're Haaland FC and whatnot. Yeah. Is there anything that you want to do in January, man? Just to like,
well, I don't know if you've seen the news, but I think we're going to get this Semenyo geezer, to be honest, at Bournemouth.
You get Semenyo?
I've seen.
Now you want some left wingers, then, yeah?
Because that Paul Joyce, who's meant to be a pretty good source for Liverpool, is that right, Roms? But he said, he said Liverpool were in for him, but now they've pulled out the deal. And now we're starting to get news coming through that City are going to activate the release clause. So I think Pep's had enough of Savinho and Bob. I'll be real. And we need somebody else, man. So
I don't know if Leeds had enough. I don't know if Leeds had enough of Savio. He's still fighting for Savio, bruv.
Well, he can keep fighting, man.
There's an interesting player you just mentioned. Have you I know you said Pep has, but have you given up on Bob? Because I still feel like there's a little.
I think Bob. The problem is with Bob. I think he just needs to play, bro. You know what I mean? He had that leg break, and he's not. I think when you do that, you need to come back and you need to play, and he can't because obviously we can't do that. So I think I'd probably loan out Bob, if it was me, but I think it's time, man. Neither of them are performing. And it's causing us issues. And we need players that can score goals, as Don keeps on saying. And Semenyo puts up some decent numbers, man.
Yeah.
So
you know why that would be smart as well? I'll be to loan out Bob, and I think he would want to leave in January because World Cup as well. Like this is a big year for a lot of players. He wants to get. Let's be honest, he can get into that Norway team. I know they've actually got quite a few good attackers, but
he's 22. He's not 19. He's 22.
Exactly.
It's not like he's still young, but it's not like a young player.
Nah, he needs to play. He obviously he had his career like fucked a little bit with that leg break. And
I know.
So he needs to go and play, man. But we can't give him that like on a regular basis because he's not performing, and we need to win fucking games. So if it was me, I'd probably loan Bob in January, buy Semenyo, and then you just deal with Savinho in the summer. But,
do you need another fullback, LB, as well? Or are you cool? Because like,
probably.
Nunez, I know Nunez has been all right.
Livramento, man. Livramento's the guy.
There's three really in the Premier League that I'm liking a lot.
He's so cold,
Livramento is cold, man.
Livramento is unreal, but I don't know. I think that's going to be a lot of money. But I really, really like the look of this Coyote kid, and I think Daniel Munoz as well.
Yeah.
Daniel Munoz is a very good right back for Palace.
The
So
problem
I think he should be all over those guys.
I think we tried to get Livramento in the summer, but I think we were told no because obviously Newcastle couldn't sell Isak and Livramento in the same summer, innit? So he's got 2 years left on his contract. So until he signs that new deal, I think that could be something. But the problem is that the right back market is just fucking grim, bro.
I know.
And
but there's options there in the Prem, though, man. There's options there in the Prem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those three in the Prem are good.
Do you think, though, if you ignore Livramento, because I think if City can get Livramento, I think they go and get Livramento, innit? You know what I'm saying? But like, let's say that we can't get him because they don't want to sell him or whatever. Does City go and get a short-term solution?
Go get Munoz, man. Go get Munoz.
Yeah, but did you pay 40 mil for a short-term solution, or did they go and get the next big guy? Because Fabrizio said we want this Reed geezer. I never seen him. I don't know.
Reed,
Reed from where? From where?
Javaro Reed.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I heard about that guy. Yeah,
don't get on the Y Scout.
I don't know who he is, man.
I
don't know who he is.
You know what? Do you know the problem with Munoz, right? Steve Parish will extort you. They're going to lose Gahey soon. I don't think they'll want to lose 2 out of their back 4.
And he's a wing back, man. He's a wing back, more of a wing back rather than a right back.
I didn't think he was great against United though yesterday, man.
They were tired, bro. They were tired, man. They were good first half. We'll get towards
they're struggling with the Thursday, Sunday, innit?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Man said Yankuto. That was a City player, wasn't he?
He was. He used to play for City. But
that's another one. That's another one he loves. That's another one.
Yeah, you should try it.
Yeah,
you should try
it. See you later. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
You should try and do all you can to get Gusto, man. That's what you should do. Oh, it's a shame Don's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, man.
Fulham on Tuesday. Listen, man, it's one of them Fulham, man, on a Tuesday night.
Is it at Craven Cottage or at your
place? Yeah,
it's at Craven Cottage, man. Well, we normally have a pretty decent record against Fulham, man. The thing is, though, I think our performance was that shit in the second half that I feel like City have to be fired up tomorrow. Yeah. They got to go there tomorrow and be like, yo, we can't play like that. Sometimes it's pretty good to play shit and win because then it's like, it's a bit of a scare, isn't it? It's like, you know, shit, if we play that again, we'll get beat off Fulham because Fulham are a pretty good team, man. So, I don't know, I'm pretty confident we'll win. We've got winnable games now. If you look at fixtures,
I was going to say.
I think we play, I know Sunderland are good, but obviously if you want to win the league, you kind of need to be beating these teams.
Yeah.
We've got Fulham, Sunderland twice.
West Ham is in there.
Maybe West Ham. Yeah. So we got, I think our next 5 games, I think we've got 5 games and then we played Chelsea. So for me, I think we need to win all 5, man. But to be honest, like, I kind of feel kind of like happy with where we are. Like I say,
Palace away is going to be,
everyone's speaking on us like, oh, you need a new right back, your right back shit, your defence is shit, Donnarumma's not settled, hey, Haaland FC, your wingers are dog shit, Pep's washed. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
5 points
behind Arsenal, and everyone's fucking saying they're the best team ever. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, I'll take this. You know what I mean? If we can stick in there, get to January, make a couple signings, and we're only 5-6 points behind Arsenal into the running. Bro, I'd take that all day long, mate.
And you're the one team that's seen your team be in this position going to win.
I know.
So you can have that confidence. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I will say, though, I don't know, like, if Arsenal are going to go 10 points clear of Man City. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Because once that happens, the league's over. because for me, I don't know if Chelsea will be consistent enough. That's the thing, though. Once Arsenal go, let's say 9 at least, of Man City, that's when I can be like, you know what, man, it might be a one-horse race.
You know what, Saeed?
As long as it's 5, it's still a race, man.
What could do Arsenal? I don't know if Potts agrees. I don't think it will be losses. For me, Arsenal probably get 3 losses max, and it might even not get to 3. They just don't really lose games. But I think it's the draws that could do them, because I was looking at the table. Everyone bar Arsenal has lost a minimum 3 games. Everyone bar Arsenal. So Arsenal are the only team that are not losing. I think with the injuries coming back and whatnot, the only way for me that Arsenal City can close the gap will be by draws, because I do think Arsenal have a lot more draws in them. Losses,
yeah,
I think they're too strong. I think they're too strong.
Villa on a roll, man. That's the one where, if City win the next 2, Villa game could be an interesting one.
Who's your next 2 games? I know you got Brentford. Who's your other games?
We got Brentford, and then obviously we got Villa at Villa Park, and then I think we got Villa, in like 3 weeks of each other twice.
Yeah, everyone got that. Everyone got it. You got Wolves, right at home. It's still decent run, though.
But then we got Wolves, Everton, and then we got the Palace game for Christmas. And
that Everton game at your gaff or theirs?
Their gaff.
I know they were shit against Newcastle, but
Listen,
Arsenal have struggled at Everton over the years as well, haven't they?
But then, to be fair, we could look at our fixtures and go, but we can do that for Liverpool, City.
Facts.
If we're being honest, man, like, I know it's been a saying for a while, but like, no game's easy these days, man. Like, we just played fucking Leeds, who had the third worst defense in the league and the second worst attack. And look at fucking second half, they had us on the ropes, man. It's like, and this is why, if you get the opportunity to bury a team, if you're 2-0 up and you've got the opportunity to bury a team, fucking bury them. And that's why I was a little bit frustrated, man, with City at the weekend, because it's like, in that first half, we had them, man. One more punch and they're fucking KO'd. And it's kind of like, we'll just tease them and let them chill. We'll just keep on.
I knew Calvert-Lewin was going to score,
man.
I knew Calvert-Lewin was going to score the minute you.
As soon as he come on, it was fucking written in the stars. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. What happens,
I can't stand him.
Liverpool, man, first win in a long time, man. You get me? 2-0 win. Isak got his first goal. I ain't gonna lie to you. Florian Wirtz had a good game. I'm not gonna lie. He had a good game. 2-0 win. It wasn't as convincing as what people are saying, and the scoreline might suggest, but I think he did enough defensively to kind of,
especially given how bad West Ham were as well, man. They was horrendous.
Exactly. And you know, it's for me, first half was still a bit tedious, but there was actually identity, back to basics, triangles, patterns of play. It was, for once, it was a performance and a result. And this is where I'm going to give Sok credit, right? It was the 11. The minute I saw Joe Gomez at right back, because I weren't confident going into this game. When I saw him at right back, a right back that's actually comfortable and experienced at right back, I said, do you know what? We can get something here. And even Salah, because I'm not saying he should be dropped long term, but everything goes to Salah. The players, especially this season, there's not enough trust in the rest of our squad. It's like, get it to Salah, and he's not getting any younger. So it's like now it was more fluid. Everyone trusted each other more. And I think it was reflecting the performance. I think second half, we went up a gear. First half was a bit boring, if I'll be honest, first half. But second half, I think we took it to another level. We were creating chances. Isak had one where Areola, kind of a bicycle kick, overhead kick, where he saved it. I think McAllister played very well. I know he's been under scrutiny recently, but he kind of calmed the game down and whatnot. Wirtz being a wide player was good. And even our fullbacks not inverting, because what happens is sometimes they nullify Konate in Van Dijk's space. They were actually bombing forward. Kirkes would look like the Kirkes at Bournemouth for once. Like, he had one of his better games in the Liverpool shirt. Some are saying his best game. I don't know about his best game. I think he was good at Everton early in the season, but he had one of his better games. Gomez, the thing is, you know, what people don't understand is I think modern day fullbacks, everyone associates them with flying forward. But you're still in the back four. Your primary job still is to defend. You're in the back four. And he just locked up everything. And I just hope he can stay fit, because for going forward, you don't want to keep seeing Szoboszlai there. Keep Gomez right back. Bradley, and I know you've said it a few times, Potts. For me, it will always be like a squad. I don't think he's starting level for us. And again, what doesn't help him is Bradley is 22, 23, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But like all these injuries, they are a worry. He's had about 2 or 3 hamstring injuries since breaking into the first team. So I hope Gomez can just, because I think we can find a bit of rhythm with that back four. Robertson can't play every game because of, I'm not saying he's old, because I found out, I think you told me, Saeed, he's 31. I thought he was 33, 34. He's actually a bit younger than people think, but you can still see his legs are going. They've probably been going for the last 18 months to 2 years. But I like the back four. Alisson, I just think Alisson brings that calmness to our back four as well. Mamardashvili is a number 2 for a reason. Alisson comes in, Konate and Van Dijk look settled straight away. And I just think our front four did their thing. Even Cody Gakpo, right? He wasn't as predictable this game. I saw him trying to go on the outside and inside. It wasn't just always trying to cut in and get the shot off. And his second goal was very good as well. But Alexander Isak, right? I have to speak on him. And I'm going to speak on Vert soon. I know he didn't get GA because that whole game was ran for him. Anytime we looked like we were going to score, it was 3 Verts. But I don't think people realize how hard that finish was.
That's a very good finish.
It is.
Because if he opens up his body too much, it hits off a West Ham defender, or it's a nice height for Areola, right? He's literally hit it and it's come from outside the post and gone slightly in. And it's gone in between his hand and the post. There weren't a lot of width to get that ball in. And you knew he wanted to put it there. Great finish. He's the one signing, right, that needs to obviously do more. And we broke the record for him. But he's the one I know. Just when he gets that first goal, I think you'll start to see him scoring now. I think he'll probably score against Sunderland. And now the balls start to roll. Yes, has he been underwhelming? I don't think any Liverpool fan will run away from that. But he even said after the game, it was a long time coming that I needed that goal. He hasn't been happy with himself. He took a lot of accountability. He needs to do more. But what a finish that was. And I think you'll start to see the goals coming in. And Verts, again, he does. I'm never going to shy away from the GA thing. He does. You pay that money. We need to see assists in that registered. But he was finding Gakpo and Isak for fun. There was a chance in the first half where he fizzed it into Gakpo. Gakpo tried to cut back. And I think Tadebo's cleared it. But Verts to Isak. Sky Sports, what I will say, though, they're making up stats for us. They did a stat like Verts passed it into Isak first half. And then they said first half it was at 4. This season it was at 3. And I was like, why are they making up these weird stats now? Just let them play.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what? Crazy. It was a good performance.
Can you now go on a run, guys? What are we saying about Liverpool in terms of now Sunderland? Can they go on a run now? And listen, they're out the title race, but still can get top 4, win a trophy this season. What are we saying, guys? Can they?
I personally would just, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd just be very cautious.
Yeah,
very cautious because like West Ham yesterday were diabolical. Yeah, even West Ham fans will agree with that. And I still felt that Liverpool at times just, we got into a final third and not a lot was happening at times as well. So I'd just caution it, man. You know what I mean? They beat Frankfurt and started getting gassed and then boom, it fell off again. So, you know what I mean? One step at a time, one game at a time. Sunderland next, is it? Because that's a fucking difficult game. Exactly. So
away from home, they're not great though. They've only won 1 game away from home.
Yeah, their home form's mega. Their away form's but I don't know. I just think I won't be making any sweeping statements, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
based off of yesterday.
That's right. You don't know.
Relax.
You don't know. Start of the season, how the chat knows. Well, I was saying all sorts. Football's a word to brother Grizz Khan. Football's a humbler, and I'm not going to get carried away, LB, because our last game at Anfield was 19th place Forest, and they took us to the cleaners. So
exactly, bro.
I can't go into this game ranting and raving, but what's nice to see is a performance and a win and a clean sheet, something we don't normally do. And you know what? Just to add a bit of context, LB, this is a West Ham team. On the day they were poor, but they took 7 points out of their last 9.
No. Let me ask you a question, boys. I know this is like we normally just do top 6 here, but how do you boys feel about Paqueta and the red card and obviously his statement? I don't know if you've seen his tweet after the game.
Shocking.
Like, do you kind of feel like
game?
I'll be cheeky here. I think he told someone back home to put money on another card again, because if you're already on the yellow, why do you want to carry on?
Did you see his tweet though after the game, bro?
What did he say?
I'm not seeing it. I'll pull it up, bro. Go on his Twitter. He's basically said saying fuck everyone. My life's been fucking ruined. My career's been fucked. You don't know what I've gone through. Like, fuck you, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's He's not verified, so it's probably not got the traction in it. But I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it definitely him? Because
I think it had like 900,000 followers,
tweeted
bro.
as well.
I'm pretty sure it's legit. Bro.
Yeah, this is the tweet you're talking about.
I can't like someone back home has just
on Instagram.
Nah, so basically, Sky Sports posted pull up his actual Twitter, bro.
I think that's the tweet, though. That's the tweet there.
Yeah, that's the tweet. But basically, he quote tweeted. Sky Sports put a video up.
Oh, Sky Sports. Okay.
Yeah, and it was a commentator, and the commentator is basically saying in the video, like, Paqueta's basically a fucking idiot. He's a dickhead, basically. Like, what's he doing? And then so he's quote tweeted that Sky Sports video where the commentator's slagging him off, and then he's put that tweet basically saying, it's ridiculous to have your life and career affected for 2 years without any psychological support from the federation. Perhaps this ridiculous behavior is just a reflection of everything that I've had to endure, and it seems to have to continue enduring. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. Like, what are you saying?
Wow.
Do you feel a bit sorry for him? Because, like, basically, he had a move. You don't?
LB, no, but at the end of the day, the referee told you to walk away. Yeah, cool. He might have got. I think the first half the first yellow was a harsh one. I don't think it was really.
I don't think yellow should be given for that.
I don't.
Yeah, you've been told move away, and then he said, "You know what? Shit, I've just realized, man, I've not got a yellow card yet, and I've just been given one. Let me get my other one." Obviously, allegedly, but I just feel like he's done it on purpose. Like,
Same.
It really looked like he did it on purpose.
Because you know what, LB as well. At that point, they were 1-0 down. I think there was still about 20 minutes to try and get back into the game. Bowen and someone else, I can't remember who was next to Bowen, try and remove him as captain. Because remember, only I think the new rule is only your captain can speak to the ref or something along them lines.
Yeah.
Bowen tried to move him away. Another player, I can't remember.
Well, fair play to Curtis Jones and Allison tried to move him away. Curtis Jones
even our
was like, bro, come away, man. Like, you're going to get sent off.
Away.
And then he just went back over to him. Now, he's obviously been a twat about it yesterday. But I do feel sorry for him, man. Like, imagine being a player, yeah. Obviously, footballers, yeah, like they get a lot of shit in that, but it's a short career, yeah. And he had a move that was certified to City that was done deal. He would have won it. He would have been a Premier League winner. And they've obviously come up with these charges. And like, listen, like, obviously he got not guilty, so you have to say he's not guilty, and like, no one knows what happened. But like, imagine being Paqueta, bro. Like, you're now at West Ham, and like, you could have been at City and won a Premier League and that.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean in terms of that, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I agree.
Yeah, but I get what you mean, though. He has been.
Everyone knows he's a baller. Like, his quality is undeniable.
Yeah, on his day, he's an honest day baller.
We're speaking about that isolated incident, and I think because of what's happened to him, that's all the more reason not to act how he acted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, allegedly, always have to say allegedly, but I think it's another thing where he probably had someone that lumped on a bit of because you knew you were on the yellow. You just got a yellow.
Exactly.
There's no need to go.
Well sus, man. Well sus.
Yeah.
Well sus.
Very.
He's obviously
needs
just
to leave.
out,
I think someone in the chat said it for himself, for his mentality, for his mental and whatnot. I think he just needs to leave.
I said it, bro. Newcastle, I think, should have gone all in for Paqueta in the summer.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been a great signing.
I agree.
That's a shout. That's a shout.
Let's quickly wrap on Man United. I don't think it was a great game. Game of two halves. I can't lie. We should have been battered probably 4-0 first half. Then I thought for me, we deserved to win the second half. I think they got tired and we took advantage. Brilliant goal from Zirkzee and a good finish from Mason Mount, man. And I thought that's all we created, really. I don't think it was convincing, but you know what, man? They played Strasbourg on Thursday and it showed. They were very tired, man. Yeah. They were tired, man. And we took advantage. That's all we could do, man. We're not won there in 5 years. Their first loss of the season. So at the end of the day, this is what the Premier League is going to be, man. Like, it's going to be up and down.
I'll tell you what, though, I want to hear some praise from Luke Shaw because I thought he actually defended really well. I agree. Bro. You're on his case every time I do a bingo.
I he was decent, man. 10 years, but I tell you what, without him yesterday, that could have been an embarrassing scoreline.
That block on Nketiah. Nketiah's got to do a lot better there, by the way. Yeah, I don't know why he's slow, but that block was crazy, man, from Luke.
Two blocks. You know what? 2 blocks he did.
Yeah, he did another one as well.
It's funny you mention him, Albie, because I don't watch United as much as you side, right? But when you say that, he's had somewhat a decent-ish season by his...
Yeah, I agree. Level. Again,
he's been all right
World Cup year, man. That's what I'm saying. With him, you got to watch out for Luke Shaw. Whenever it's World Cup year, he actually plays well, bro. Like, go and watch his career. When it's a contract World Cup year, he's unbelievable. When it's not, you kind of be like, I'm not asked. And you know what I mean? Yeah. He's complacent. But I give it to him this year. So far, he's been good. But like I said,
Palace haven't won a game since and any time they played on the first day, they didn't won any of their games on the Saturday, Sunday. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
You know what is with these squads? When you have like a smallish squad, or like it's your first time back in Europe for God knows how long, you saw it with Forest, see it with Palace, you've seen it with other teams over the last 5-10 years. They could just never handle it that Thursday, Sunday. They just never.
They're not doing well in the conference. They're 18th in that league. You know.
Yeah, man. They need to go out of it, man.
You know,
there's certain clubs, man.
Because they lost at home, didn't they? To was it a Greek side? Yeah, they lost at home.
I think, you know what it is, bro? I said it before and I'll say it again, and it sounds mad, yeah. But teams like Palace and that, I'm not saying they don't deserve Europe, but if you're not equipped for it, yeah, don't be in it, man. If you're not equipped for Europe, don't bother, man, because it's just like your Premier League form is gonna suffer as a result.
Should have been in the Europa League side as well, not this conference.
Yeah, I know, but I just think sometimes it's like, if you're not equipped for it, and that's why Glasner was like, they saved money. Do you see what he said? He goes, they saved money rather than actually spending it, man. So it's so like stupid for Parish to think, this manager, just because he did well last season, he should be able to do well.
But wait a sec, because I hear what you're saying, right? And the logic makes sense. But at the same time, where are Palace realistically going in the Premier League? They're not going to build a team that can win the Premier League, are they? Or even get Champions League. That's very unlikely. So,
you know what side?
What's the point? You might as well be in it and have a laugh in it and get the cash from the Europa League or whatever.
Yeah, let's be real. Like Glasner's walked in there and they're like, right, I've done a madness. I've won a trophy. They've never won one before, and they're like, right, what do we do now? We're gonna sell Eza, right? Okay, and Gehi. What? Hang on a minute. I need to. What's happening here? I need to get out there because this isn't what I want. And I kind of get where Glasner's going. I think he's going to go at the end of this season. To be fair, I really do.
He's sort of like completed it, hasn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to Palace,
he's not going to do any more than that.
Win a trophy, taking them to Europe, like it's just a fact, and like Palace fans won't like it, but like there's like a limit on what you can, unless you get the finance. There's a limit on what you can do with the club. Like you can't take that. You can't take Palace to be a top 4 team on a reg unless you've got the finance backing, and they don't have the finance backing. So yeah, I think he'll end up going, man, and just be like. But at the same time, the club needs to be doing a lot more to like help Glasner out. You can't be selling Eze and letting Gueye leave in the summer.
But he cooked Palace yesterday, though. Watch his press conference here. He actually was very, very honest and said, yo, man, we saved money. Like, how are you, like, imagine I'm the owner and I'm hearing that. But Glasner said we saved money instead of spending it.
You know what? You know what might be a bit more frustrating for Palace as well. I think, obviously, Kieran said it in the chat somewhere. Glasner knows Europe as well. That's why it must be more frustrating for their fans. It's not like they've got a manager where it's the club's first campaign and it's Glasner's first campaign. He's won better competitions. He's won Europa League. Like, he knows Europe. So it must be even more frustrating for Palace fans that, hold on, you're not no debut. You're not like a one-trick pony in this competition. That, if anything, this is a lesser competition to what you've won. So it must be a bit frustrating for them. But the Thursday, Sunday, put it like this, you just best hope you play Palace after Europa League game, because you might actually get something from it.
United did well to win the game, man. I just wanted to know if you enjoyed the atmosphere, Saeed.
Listen, in this house, yes. We won our first game together since March. Can you believe that? What a start for you there, mate. Our first win since March.
Are you starting to turn things around at United? Because you've had a few like wins in the last.
Shall I tell you a stat here as to where, if you think we have turned the corner, So I've got a stat here. So Manchester United, after game week 13, last season we were 9th, scored 17, conceded 13, we're 4 points off top 4. This season we are 7th, scored 21, conceded 20, 3 points from top 4.
Yeah.
So we're conceding more, we scored more, and we are 1 less point than we were last season in terms of, like, you know, from top 4. So you tell me if United have improved. I don't think on the eye and what I'm seeing right now, I don't think we have. You could say maybe we've had a bit of a tough schedule and therefore that has maybe done. But I still, if you watch Man United, we still don't know what we're doing, man.
Yeah.
And it is like individuals kind of having to do what they need to do. Because at the end of the day, this conversation would be different if...
it was 2 individual goals, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was 2 individual goals, so you can't really say it. Yeah. If we beat now West Ham, which I think we will do, beat Wolves, beat Bournemouth, go on a run, then we can start talking about progress and saying, but bro, we need to be building these wins, bro. The Premier League table, just before we wrap up, this is what the Premier League table is right now. You can't really, like... understand what's going on because look,
It's still
there
a
is
mess,
literally
it's still a mess.
4 points. I think it is from 2nd to 8th. Look at that, 4 points.
Yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, you'd imagine though at the end of December that's going to be a whole lot different with the amount.
I know it will be. That's what I'm saying.
How many games have got in December? Prem only. Is it 6 or 7?
It's got to be. So we got 1 today, 1 on Sunday, 1 on next week, and I'm guessing about 5, maybe.
I think there's 6.
There's 6.
There you go. That's a lot of points to play
18
for.
points.
I feel like
points.
this is it now, isn't it? Like at the end of December, like this is probably not gonna. So it's basically now is who's gonna stay with the pack and who's gonna fall away.
Yeah,
and I don't think we're gonna get to the end of December and it still be like that. I think
okay.
We're about
you know what's gonna play a big part as well because I think actually I was about to say all 3 of your teams, LV and Poch, your team. When you're in Carabao on top of Champions League as well,
I know
you're not even just playing them 6 or 7. You might have about 9 to 10 games alone in December.
I know.
I you know what, Roms? I want the Carabao this year, me man.
I always won it. I always won it.
I can't have another trophy this season, man. You know what I mean?
Is that the bottom 3, if the bottom 3 actually fix up here, like these lot here, if they actually take points of the rest of them, Wolves are not taking points of anyone, so therefore they're giving points away. Burnley are giving points away to people. Leeds are now giving points away to people. So what's happening now is that the bottom 3 now are starting to become the bottom 3. At least West Ham Forest have done their thing. The bottom 3 now are starting to do their thing. You get me?
Yeah, I think Forest will be right. I think it's them bottom 4 are fighting it out, man. I think Wolves are gone, as we all know. And I think it'll be between Burnley, Leeds and West Ham. That's probably it. Yeah. The thing is, Burnley play good football. They just can't score fucking goals, man.
I know.
When you watch them, you're like, oh, he's playing mega football. As soon as they get to the penalty area, the opposition's penalty area, there's just nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. But they've got a mad tech in the middle of the pitch and that, but it's just like
it's nothing. Yeah, no thingy.
You know what? Thingy. Yeah, just quickly as well. Like I think the two of the most exciting teams to watch this season have been Sunderland and Bournemouth. They played each other at the weekend. It was a mega game, man.
Yeah. Mega game, bro. Saturday was unbelievable. If you like, I know you were live at LB, but it was going off, man. The goals were flying in. It was a madness, man. But shout out to Villa, guys, man. Villa,
that
Villa.
Goal.
Bro, what a goal from Kamara, man. Unbelievable.
But you remember though, Saeed, yeah? It was about 7 or 8 weeks ago. I can't remember exactly when Villa looked like they were fucking muddied. Everyone was like, yo, is Emery done, man? Is Emery done?
I agree.
Remember, like the first 4-5 game weeks, they were the only team in the top 7 divisions in this country. So not even just the 4 professional divisions, even like non-league, they were like for 3 or 4 game weeks the only team that hadn't scored a goal. Like it was crazy. And now all of a sudden they've taken an upturn in.
But Newcastle were the same, man. I remember speaking to Pete, innit, the Newcastle fan, and he was about 4 weeks ago. He was like, "Yeah, we're shit. We're not gonna." And I said, you just need to chill, because in this league, if you can put 3 wins on the bounce,
I know
bang, you're straight back up there. It's rapid. You just got to get something going,
This is why I was saying to my fan base to calm down, because after the Forest result, you don't know, in my head I was fuming. But when I'm hearing top 4 and top 5, it'll probably be top 5, because a lot of our European teams will get far in their competition. It will help with the coefficient. But when I was hearing some of my fans saying top 4, top 5 done, it's like calm down, because look, we win a game now when we're 3. I think Villa in 4th. We're 3 points off them now, and 5 points off second place. And I've always said top 4 and 5. Like you don't have to be. No one's consistent to get top 4 or 5. Like you don't have to be consistent at all. So you're right. But end of December, you'll start to see people. The table will take its true form. End of this festive period. 100%.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Roms are gonna be at Anfield, I'm guessing. So big up to you. And man, like I said to you, man, I'm hoping for a win. But this time, by next Monday's show, we're gonna know like we've lost 1, we've lost 2, or you've won 2.
It's a big show next week, isn't it?
Big show next week, guys, man. Is anyone playing, by the way? We're playing on Monday, so we're actually all right, guys. So
you know what's mad? Saeed, you know what's mad about that though? You know what's mad about, especially for this show. If you win your midweek game but lose your weekend game, no one's going to care.
No one's going to know, man.
Off your last result. Yeah, that's why obviously everyone wants to win both their games, but you'd kind of want to, if you had to pick a game to lose, of course none of us want to lose. You have to pick a game to lose. You probably want the midweek one because we won't have a show till the
exactly, man. But yeah, man, people, it's been a wicked show, man. Premier League is gonna be cooking right now. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, make sure you check out everyone's channels, man. LB's got a watch along tomorrow. You know what I mean? 7:30 kickoff, innit? So
early one.
Yeah, early one. So make sure you check out. You live with Hugh tonight, innit?
Yeah. 9, I think. 9:30, 9. Yeah. Live with you.
There you go, man. Obviously, Rums, big up to you as always, man.
Yeah, more content dropping on the Football Verbal channel. And Sai, can I tell them what we spoke about backstage, or should I?
No, you can do.
Okay. The watch along Liverpool Leeds this weekend. I'll be doing it with Saeed. I'll be at Saeed, so that should be fun. Yeah. This week, fun week been that. But yeah, football galore. You lot smashed it out. Always making it off. Big up Poch, George, LB, Don. And yeah, man, big week. Let's just hope.
Yeah,
I hope we can get more wins on the board, man.
Man, absolutely. Dan, you got Race for Europe later on, man. Big up to you.
Yeah, man, 8 p.m. on Football's 12th, man. Race for Europe. LB will be there. It'll be the usual gang as well. It's been a mad weekend, man. There's some great results this weekend for the boys, so they'll be buzzing for that one. So yeah, come show some love over there, and big up for having me, Saeed.
Come on, bro. Always love, man. Always love. We're gonna raid Troops, people, man. Everyone go to Troops' chat.
Be nice to Errol tonight, yeah. You two, be nice to Errol.
Yeah. And make sure you lot raid Troops, and obviously just go to him and hold that because he's very, very salty about the draw today. So go to Troops' channel and hold that, Troops. We are out. Peace.